Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy and to another listening party. I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited for this. This is the listening party for Twice's More and More EP. That's right, this has been a long time coming. Twice had come back a few months ago, and I know many of you have been waiting for this listening party. It is perhaps still to this day, since it's come out, the most constantly requested listening party. So we're finally getting to it. Sorry it took so long, guys. But I wanted to do it right. I wanted to be in a nicer setup. I mean, it still isn't my set. You know, I recently moved, but I still wanted at least lighting. I wanted it to be sort of a nicer kind of setup so that at least we are doing Twice some justice. Now, today we are going to be checking out how many songs? Oxygen, Don't Call Me Again, Oxygen, Firework, Make Me Go, Shadow, Don't Call Me Again, and Sweet Summer Day. So that is 6 songs. It's a 7-track album, but obviously we've heard more and more. So yeah, let's get into it. This is Oxygen. Oh, hold on. Did that work? It did not work. Hold on. I'm trying to do a thing. Trying to make it, there we go. Okay, trying to make it look nice and fancy for y'all. All right, so first song on the album, this is Oxygen.
나도 모르게 너의 호흡을 따라가 예전에 없던 그런 감정 한순간의 착각이 아니야 뭔가 확실하게 날 끌어당겨 막을 수 없어 Yeah, 이건 마치 fiction 항상 꿈꿔왔던 오늘 같은 장면 Feeling 난 나 말로는 할 수 없는 기적 꿈이라도 좋아 내 기분은 so high Sing la la 깨었던 우리의 highlights 매 순간이 눈부셔 기대했었던 상상 모두 다 이루어져 천천히 하나씩 느껴지는 대로 우리 함께 공기보다 너 I really 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 want 내 숨쉬게 해주는 너니까 곁에 있어줘 I really 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 want 너만 있다면
Whoa!
Baby, baby, 언제나 이대로 너만 어디 only know Baby, baby, 내 손 놓지 마 You're my only one 어두웠던 날 밤에 빛났던 단 하나의 별빛이 더 선명해져 가끔씩 내가 힘이 들 때 올려다본 하늘에 빛나는 별을 보며 지친 마음 위로 갈수록 더 깊어지는 우리 시간 하늘 위를 날아 Feeling 나 발걸음마다 나를 비춰 별빛 가득한 밤 바람마저 좋아 Singing 나 꿈보다 꿈 같은 순간 이건 마치 paradise 별들보다 찬란한 내일을 그려봐 우리의 시간이 계속 영원하길 나는 원해 해주는 너니까 곁에 있어줘 I really 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 want 너만 있다면 Baby baby 언제나 이대로 너만 어디 only know Baby baby 내 손은 놓지 마 You're my only one
Yeah hold me tight 날 놓치지 마 꽉 잡아 너의 한숨까지 다 안아줄 테니까
I know you wanna stay 시간을 stop baby 지금처럼 내 곁에 있어 누구보다도 I really 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 want 날 빛나게 해주는 너니까 지금처럼만 I really 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 want 너만 있다면 Baby baby 언제나 이대로 너만 only know Baby baby 내 손을 놓지 마 You're my
only one.
Okay, we're off to a pretty good start. So, Oxygen. Hold on. I feel like. Hold on. Why is this? Is this on shuffle? This is on shuffle. These are not in order. Okay, give me a sec, guys. But Oxygen, the song itself is very fast paced, and it has this feeling of the fast pacedness feels a little bit breathless. It's very, 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 very. It's very, very. I feel like, what's the right word? I guess breathless was the right word, but I would say what I really like is probably the second portion where, oh my god, every time I turn this on and off, it's just always going to do that. Okay, this portion right here, the second part of the chorus. Yeah, so there's this build up, and then it feels like it's gonna drop, which it does, but then when it drops, it feels like a release, like almost like a huge sigh of relief, you know? I feel like it's called Oxygen, and so the song is very fast paced, it leaves you breathless, but then that portion of the song where it kind of slows down, it feels like it's giving you a little bit of a break within the song. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense. Okay, sorry. This is stressing me out. Oh my god. I tried to get too fancy with it, and now it's freaking out on me. Now it won't work. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I wish you would just work and stop stressing me out. All right, let's just listen to the next song. This is Firework.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ay.
Oh.
Oh na na na. Oh na 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 na.
Okay, immediately, first of all, I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop, but I have to say Latin, like I feel like Spanish inspired songs in K-pop have been done before so many times, so it's really, really hard to stick out and be interesting. This already is really interesting. I like it so far. I really liked, that sounded like Momo doing the na na na, but we'll see where this song goes. I won't stop again, I promise. Hold on, I'm gonna take notes.
터질 듯한 심장 박동 like a supernova 날 채워 너로 다 너로 마주쳐도 몰라 타오르는 불빛 돌아보면 너 채워줄래 desert to the ocean 내 깊이 날 손길로 내 손과 너를 난 이제 알아 All of 너일 거야 너일 거야 I feel like a firework
Okay, so like I said, it's very hard to stand out as a Latin-inspired Spanish song, but I really, really liked it. The guitar went crazy. I think the thing that stood out to me the most is perhaps the chorus. A lot of these Latin-inspired songs, they're inspired by it, but they don't sound like like if you were to throw actual Spanish-speaking singers in there, it wouldn't sound like a natively Latin song because it's mixed so much to be like a K-pop song. And this one is too, Firework is too. But I think in large part, and I could be wrong, I am by no means an expert in Latin culture, so correct me if I'm wrong. And this is just based on my impression of what little impression I have of exposure to Latin music. This seems more faithful than typical Latin K-pop songs. And for me, because everyone's whole thing is like, oh, let's use a guitar, and it's like, it's how you use the guitar, right? The way they strum, the way they hit the guitar, the ba-dum, ba-dum. But I think what really sells it for me here is that the vocals, the vocal melody is actually also Latin inspired as well. Usually the vocals lean way more of the typical K-pop production. But here, I would say especially during the chorus, the da-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, that sounds very much like, I feel like if you swapped that person out with someone who is a Latin singer, it would sound very much like an actual Latin song. There are certain parts of it that definitely do have that K-pop production behind it. You've got some trap drums here and there, but in general, I think it feels a little bit more Latin inspired. Again, I could be wrong, so if anyone's more familiar with that, please let me know. Now, next up, we have Make Me Go. All right, let's check this out. Oh, okay.
저 멀리서 있는 넌 이미 가까워진 듯 느껴져 이 순간.
Ooh, heavy bass.
날 향해 경계하는 두려움에 찬 그 눈빛 괜찮아 걱정 마. 너의 떨리는 두 손 내가 잡고 싶어져. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 이미 알고 있잖아 나를 원한다는 걸. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Love me now, love me good. Don't need nobody else when I feel this good. Ain't nobody around, do it like you should. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, you make me go. Love me now, love me good. You make me go. Don't need nobody else when I feel this good. You make me go. Ain't nobody around, do it like you should. 여길 봐, 난 해치지 않아. 다가와도 괜찮아. 고개 들어, 주위를 둘러봐. 어디 봐도 나잖아. Yeah. 조금 더 맘을 열어 내게 더 보여줘 들려줘 감춘 진실은 너의 떨리는 두 손 내가 잡고 있잖아. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 이미 알고 있잖아 내가 필요하단 거. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love me now, love me good. Don't need nobody else when you feel this good. Ain't nobody around, do it like you should. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, you make me go. Love me now, love me good. You make me go. Don't need nobody else when I feel this good. Ain't nobody around, do it like you should. Hey, 어딜 봐, 넌 다치지 않아. 내게 와도 괜찮아. 고개를 들어, 주위를 둘러봐. 다시 봐도 나잖아. 점점 더 시간을 좁아져. Don't need nobody else when I feel that's good. Ain't nobody around, do it like I should. Yeah, you make me go. Love me now, love me good. Don't need nobody else when I feel that's good. Ain't nobody around, do it like I should. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Love me now, love me good. Don't need nobody else when I feel that's good. Ain't nobody around, do it like I should. Yeah, you make me go. Love me now, love me good. Don't need nobody else when I feel that's good. Ain't nobody around, do it like I should. 아파도
Whoa. 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 So Make Me Go, I would say, sounds heavily inspired by early 2000s American R&B girl groups. Sounds very Western, but nothing about this is a modern production. This sounds very much like that Destiny's Child, TLC kind of era. I mean, the most impactful portion of this song has to be the chorus, which it's almost an anti-chorus. Not just in the sense that like the drop isn't something like that's loud and splashy and satisfying in the traditional sense, but the fact that the fact that the drop is a rap portion. How often do you see that the drop is a rap portion from? I have to assume Chaeyoung. Chaeyoung's flow is usually that slick. It could be Taeyeon, but I have a feeling it's Chaeyoung. But that's incredible. The way the articulation, like I feel like the rappers in the group, especially Chaeyoung, I feel like don't really get to shine in a lot of Twice songs because I feel like sugary bubblegum pop music, you know, rap being in sugary bubblegum pop music has become, I feel like, a very retired trope, and it's become almost a kind of like a stereotype in and of itself, where it's hard. It doesn't always work. It works for a lot of Twice songs, but sometimes it does feel shoehorned in. I would say this one definitely, the song almost revolves around that rap portion. And very rarely do I feel like they get the justice they deserve. And that kind of killed it. That kind of killed it.